Hello and welcome to the Chamber Corner. I'm Janie Pettigo, and I have with me today someone very special, especially for this program. I want to introduce you to our new Chamber Director. This is Billy Woodard. Billy, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much.
Actually, it's your show. It's going to be.
Yeah, but Janie is, of course, in charge.
Just for today, though.
Just for today.
Yeah, yeah. You got to take over next time.
Well, we'll talk about that some more. But,
okay.
But I'm so glad to be here. Miss Denise Hackett has went elsewhere, and I just want to take this opportunity to sing her praises. She did a wonderful
yes, she
job.
did.
And it's still going to help us in the chamber, so we're so proud that we can follow in her footsteps and someone that did such a great job. And I am glad to be here. What is it? I'm proud to be here.
I'm so proud to be here, too,
yeah, I'm
Billy.
so proud to be here. And I'd just like to express that if any of you out there need any help from the Chamber of Commerce, please come in and see us. Our goal and our aim in Smith County is to help businesses develop. And if you're thinking about starting a new business, we can help you get along with that, get you in contact with the right people. If you're an existing business, we have some wonderful advertising programs that we can do for you to help you generate customers. Industrial prospects, we help them with grants and any kind of idea that they might have that they want to go with. And then also tourism. We're working on that. We have festivals and events that happen around here. And we're really excited about Smith County. It is a hidden jewel in the Upper Cumberland that I think people are going to discover.
That's exactly right. I'm just amazed, too, at how far our Chamber of Commerce has come along in the past years. It's just amazing to me, this beautiful building and all the things that we're doing. We've got so many new chamber members. We're going to talk about that at the end, I think. But we have got a bunch of things to talk about today, and we've got some wonderful guests with us, Billy. And folks, I want to introduce you first of all to our first guest. And our guest is Miss Diane Ledbetter, and she is the community representative for Smith County for the American Cancer Society. Diane, we're so glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
You are taking the place of Elaine West, who is our chairman of our Relay for Life, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about our Relay for Life, which was held when?
It was held on May the 31st. And it was a really great event. We have our Relay for Life at the Smith County Ag Complex, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful place for us to have that. And we had a huge turnout. We had a lot of wonderful entertainment. We have 18 teams this year. 13 of those teams set up Relay Night. I'd like to recognize those teams right now and let you know who they are. Beta Sigma Phi, Bonnell. Bonnell is our top fundraising team to date. They have raised over $11,192.
Wow, let's give them a round of applause.
So a shout out to Bonnell. We're very, very proud of you and your effort for the American Cancer Society. Carthage Dance Studio is a new team. Citizens Bank, Community Bank of Smith County, Graphic Packaging, Lighthouse Church is a new team, and we're thrilled to have them on board. Pizza Hut, Riverview Regional Hospital, Carthage Breakfast Rotary Club, Cherokee. Cherokee was a new team for this year.
Wonderful.
So we're pleased to have Cherokee. The Relay for Life Committee team. Team 413 is a United Methodist Church team. Team Dana. Team Holly Anderson for Forks River Elementary. Smith County Bank. Team Terry Lynn Weaver and the Turner Building.
Okay, now, a lot of folks, I know, when we first started this back in, gosh, I can't even remember, maybe in 1999, something like that. I don't really remember, but I can remember we had folks spend the entire night, and people were so tired the next day. Things have changed just a little bit, haven't they?
Things have changed. Our committee, we have a wonderful committee, and the committee sets the rules and the ground rules for how we're going to operate Relay Night. So this year, the committee voted that our relay was going to end at midnight. So at 11:30, we had an award ceremony, and it did end at midnight, and it was wonderful. We had great entertainment. We had a lot of excitement going up to midnight, and then everyone broke down, cleaned up, and went home. And we felt like that worked out really, really well. And we were just
And they
really
were
excited.
indoors too.
Well, the campsites were all outside under the pavilion.
Oh, okay.
The cows, for the cows
Yeah.
are. But we had
Where the
things,
sawdust is.
yes, where the sawdust is. But we wet that down the day before.
Okay.
Yes, we spent about 6 or 7 hours, hot hours, wetting that sawdust down. But we had a lot of things inside too, but the campsites were actually outside.
But they were still covered. I know.
They were covered.
The first year we ever had this, it was at not Defeated Park, but out by the dam where they have a little walking trail. And we were completely outdoors all night long, and it was a little damp by the morning time. But now they can stay undercover, and they don't have to spend the night. So
That's exactly
next
right.
year, we want more teams out there
Yes.
because they don't have to worry, don't have to spend the night.
Right, you do not have to worry about staying up to 6 o'clock in the morning. And I want to give a shout out to Riverview Regional team. Their Mr. Relay won the Mr. Relay contest, and he raised over $1,000.
Wow.
So that's a great shout out.
That is
to
wonderful.
Riverview
We're
Regional.
gonna do a round of
Yes.
applause for that
Yes,
too.
Yeah. And Bonnell, I want to tell you about their future fundraiser they've got coming up. They've got a pancake breakfast, June the 22nd, 7 to 9 a.m. at Cornerstone Cafe. There'll be pancake, sausage, and a drink for $5. So
Wonderful deal.
that's another fundraiser that Bonnell is having. And we have raised to date $49,110.74.
That is amazing.
So we're very pleased with that. Our net goal is $59,659. So we still have a little over $10,000 to reach our net goal. So if you would like to make a donation to the American Cancer Society, we would really appreciate that. You can mail that to the ACS office in Cookeville at 753A Hummel Drive, 38501, and just put attention Diane on it. And the main thing about reaching our goal, it's not just a matter of we made this monetary amount. Things might not be able to be offered if our goal's not reached.
Exactly.
Because research doctors and scientists, they might be put on a 5-year program where they're going to be given X amount of dollars over 5 years. Then through our fundraising efforts with Relay for Life, which is the fundraising efforts basically for the American Cancer Society, if those funds don't come in, their contracts may not be, their grants may not be fulfilled.
Right.
So that's why the money is so important.
And Diane, the thing about it is, cancer is something that has touched the lives of almost
Yes.
everyone. Either someone we know or someone in our family has been touched by cancer. And Billy, I'm sure that you know of people, and my family has definitely had its share.
Actually, I'm a breast cancer survivor
Wonderful.
of almost 16 years.
Well, wonderful. Well, this is a wonderful program, and we do have until when to reach our
August
goal?
the 31st of this year.
Okay, so just because the Relay for Life is over, that does not mean that the fundraising is over. And so if you would like to make a donation, can they also call Elaine?
They most certainly can, yes. They can
And
call
Elaine is at the
Yes.
library here in Carthage,
Yes.
and so if you would like to make a donation, perhaps in memory of someone in your family or someone you know that has had cancer and survived it, or maybe they've passed on, I know these ladies would love, love, love to get any donations that you're willing to give. And we just thank you for taking the time to come to Smith County today.
Well, and we'll also have your contact information here at the chamber
Okay.
if anyone wants to call in.
Okay.
And just for the uninitiated, someone that's listening and they're coming in on the tail end of this, can you say in a short sentence, kind of describe the event again and tell us the date?
Okay. We have campsites. Each team sets up a campsite. You pick a theme. This year's theme was about decades because this is the 100th birthday of the American Cancer Society. So each team out in the pavilion, they have their campsite set up. They're having all kinds of games. They're selling food. We had all kinds of entertainment. We had a wonderful survivors walk and a caregivers walk. And we also had a wonderful luminaria ceremony. So it's to honor the survivors. It is to remember those that have lost their fight. And it's also to light those luminaria bags to just let everyone know, yes, each bag represents either someone who is still living, a survivor like I am, or it's honoring its memory of someone who's lost their fight. So it's just a really good, fun family event.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and it's going to fight this dreaded disease.
Yes, it all goes to fight the dreaded disease. And anything that you need, pull up the American Cancer Society's website, and you will find just about any topic. You will find information, and you will actually find someone 24/7 who can talk to you about anything that you have questions about.
And we have a Monday morning memo that goes out, and you can sign up for that, and these events and a lot of other things are listed on there.
That's wonderful. We just are so proud of what you all have been able to accomplish. And I do want to say this, it's not just teams that can come to this, correct?
Oh, yes, yes. It's open to the public. Yes, we want the public to come.
So next
Absolutely.
year, which it will probably be May, maybe Billy, or June. I know we started doing it a little earlier, I think.
It will
because it's
either be
cooler.
the last of May or the 1st of June.
So next year, mark your calendars, get a team together. If you don't want to get a team together,
Just come out.
just show up.
Come and have some fun.
Bring your pocketbook, spend money, and have fun.
That's exactly right. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We are just thrilled with what you've done and what else is going to happen when people send all their donations.
Thank you.
All right, since we were talking about the American Cancer Society, Billy, and the Relay for Life, we have another event that Diane probably didn't know about, or maybe she did, but we're going to talk about that right now. Now, if I said the word chocolate, would your mouth water?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, mine too.
You shouldn't have said that.
I may need to get
I've
you.
lost everything else.
I'm telling you, I may need to get you a napkin then, and me too. for
Dark
this.
chocolate?
Any kind of chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Any kind of chocolate. Because coming up very soon is a chocolate extravaganza, and it's going to be provided for the people of Smith County. And I have two ladies here that are members of the county council of the FCE clubs here in the county. Let me scoot back so we can see these ladies. I have with me Wendy Drum, who is the vice president for programs for the county council for the family and community education clubs here in Smith County. And I have second vice president for public policy, Phyllis McKinney, who is here, and they're going to share a little bit about this chocolate extravaganza that we're going to go to, right?
I'm definitely going to be there.
Well, we're so glad you all are here. Let's see, I'll start with Phyllis. Phyllis, tell us a little bit about it. Where is it going to be?
It's going to be here at the Chamber of Commerce office. It's on Friday, June the 28th, and it'll start at 10 and go to 1. And we are so excited because chocolate is going to be everywhere. And you get a container, and you pay $5. And then you take your container, and you can go down the table and pick whatever chocolate that you want.
So if you like one, you can just fill it right up with that
You can
one?
fill it up with one, or if you like a variety, you can get 1, 2, 3 of everything.
Oh, man.
The only stipulation is you have to be able to close your box. When you get through,
Oh, I can't pile it up and...
you can pile
you can pile it.
but it has to close.
But
If
it
you
has
like
to
your
close.
chocolate, squashed a little bit, you can close your lid.
I see.
And we think everybody will enjoy it. We think this is a new event for Smith County, so we're excited about it.
I'm sure people out there are very excited. Chocolate is it's a soul food. It's a wonderful thing.
Yes, indeed it is. Okay, Wendy, tell us about, maybe give us some ideas about what they're going to be bringing. Can you just name a few of the things you can think of right off the top of your head?
Well, I'll try to do this without my mouth watering as well. We will be having probably brownies, chocolate cookies. There'll be some cookies, some of the items that we'll be bringing will be without chocolate, because there are some people who are allergic to chocolate, so we will cater to them as well. We also have, maybe chocolate covered strawberries possibly. I know there's some of them that are talking about candy. They're making candy, a couple of crock pot candies, but it's just, like I said, brownies are always a big plus for chocolate events. That's always a favorite. And is your mouth watering yet?
My mouth has been watering since we started talking about it.
There's going to be plenty of it because of all of our clubs have, the ladies have volunteered to make a lot of chocolate.
So it's all homemade.
Yes, it is.
It is not store-bought
No, it is
items.
not.
And believe me, you can tell by all the weight I put on over the years since I've been here, that these ladies Oh my gosh, and we have some gentlemen. Wendy's husband is a member, and they bring some of the most delicious food. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But the desserts are what will get you. And I will say this, and you all help me along here, but I understand that some of the clubs have like 6 or 7 or 8 dozen items that they're bringing. Is that correct? Have you heard?
That we're planning on it, yes. I think we talked about everybody would bring 2 or 3 dozen of what they like, what they want to fix. So we have a lot of members in FCE, so I think we'll have a lot of chocolate.
Every club was required to bring 3 or 4 dozen of different things. And it's my understanding they will pay at the door here in the community room of the Chamber of Commerce. You'll have first dibs,
Oh, that's
Billy.
good.
And
That's very good.
they will pay $5. They'll get a container, and then they'll go around to all the tables and they'll get as much chocolate as they can fit in that.
That's correct. As long as the container closes, that is all you can fit into the container. And I went to an event like this, and there was this one woman, and she had both sides filled up, and she put it together. It closed, but I'll tell you, she had a variety of chocolate that would make any chocolate lover's mouth water.
It was. I also attended. Well, Phyllis, you did too, didn't you?
And we asked the question, what do you do with the chocolate that you have left at the end of the day? And they said, oh, we never have chocolate left. It's gone before the hours are up. So we're hoping we'll do as well here. And we hope Smith County has a lot of chocolate lovers too.
Well, I have a solution for you if you do have some left.
Okay.
My office is right
Okay.
We'd be very happy
Keep it in
to
mind.
store it for you.
We'll bring your boxes
For a
and
very
say,
short
okay,
time.
you owe us X number of dollars for these boxes that are left.
All right.
Now, the reason why these ladies are doing this, again, is for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. They wanted to do their part. You know, some of our ladies, not all, but some are not able to be out late at night. And so this is their way of giving back and raising the money for a very good cause. And we've had a lot of our members who've had, you know, cancer, and we've lost some to cancer. So it's important to us too, and to you all. And it's from 10 to 1.
10 to 1, June 28th.
Right here in the
Chamber.
community room.
That's
Right
exactly
here.
right.
And I know when we went to the event down in Clay County, Billy, there were some offices that sent someone with each of their $5 and said, fill it up. And so one person from various offices or businesses would come over and get their chocolate. So I want to encourage all of you in our listening audience to mark Friday,
June 28th.
June 28th for the chocolate extravaganza. It's for a good cause. All right. Well, ladies, thank you all for coming today. We're so appreciative of what FCE does in the community, and for you all being here. Thank you so much. And let's just get the word out about our chocolate extravaganza that's coming up, and hopefully we'll sell out. But remember, we'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces of chocolate we want you to come out and buy
And
from
thank
us.
you so much for what you guys are doing. It's a wonderful thing.
We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay,
well,
what's
actually, we have a special guest with us today. Sabra Hodge, who is mayor of the city of Carthage. And Sabra, tell us about how we got this pool thing going. I know we've had a pool here in Carthage for a long time, right?
50 plus years.
Well, today we're going to talk about all the renovations and some of the programs that are happening at the Carthage pool. Tell us about it.
We have done a lot of work down there. There were some things that had been, just like anything else, needed some TLC. So the first summer of 2011, we went down there and we freshly painted everything, repaired some things. We have the Smith County T-Ball League. They practice down there and will have their games down there in April and May. So we redid the dugouts for them. We put gravels down so that it's not real muddy. Sometimes, you know, with the rain and everything. We've put a volleyball court in down there. We've put up brand new basketball nets. I'm still working trying to get it resurfaced. We got a great donation from the Jersey or the zinc mine.
Your story.
Yeah, they donated $1,000 to us last I think it was in the summer of 12, and we put up a new swing set. So that was just awesome. And the swimming pool, we have just done all kinds. We've put steps in, because when you get older, like me, it's hard to pull up on those steps on the side of the wall. I have a hard time with it. So for the children and older people, we put steps in. So we've done a lot of work down there. We've had the visitors that have been coming, the children and stuff, it's just been amazing how many people have been down there in the last 3 summers.
Well, do you have the wading pools and things like that for the smaller children?
We have the baby pool, not the wading things, but we bought them little chairs to sit in, and they're so cute. We put tables and umbrellas up. It's just extremely family-friendly area.
You just do improvements more and more every year, and which brings up a point. You're doing something at the pool. Started we're going into our 3rd season with this. I was approached by you back. Well, Billy, I was still in a cast.
That's true.
When I had broken my leg, and so I was still in a cast, and I got a call from Sabre. Actually, I don't remember who it was, but anyway, they said, Sabre wants to know if you will teach water aerobics. And I said, I'm not certified to teach water aerobics, but I'll see what I can do. I actually got certified with a broken leg.
And still taught them all.
And I taught them all. But it's amazing how the water aerobics has taken off. We are starting our 3rd season of this. We started out with about 8 people maybe. The first year, 7 or 8. And as of today, we have over 20 registered.
That's wonderful.
For our class. We had 15 last year, and it's just amazing. This has taken off. We will be starting the water aerobics classes, and it's open to anyone, any adult who is able to get into the water, and you can now that we have the wonderful steps. Both sides, we have steps, and it's all in shallow water. So if you don't know how to swim, Billy, you can still go to the classes. Right. And it's after pool hours. This is something that a lot of folks ask me, women that are in the class, they'll say, but I don't want anybody to see me in my bathing suit. Well, you know what? I don't want anybody to see me in mine either. But the point is, we're trying to get healthier. And so this class, and I wish I still had Phyllis McKinney here, because she could tell you we have a ball. Your mother's been in this class.
Mom was there the first year.
Yes.
She needs to get back.
Yes, she does.
I need to get down there.
Yes, you do. And Billy, I'd say you too, but really we just want women, because we do have on our bathing suits.
I can understand that.
But we do it after the pool is closed, so you don't have to worry so much about everybody seeing you. And we just have a ball. We've got lots of music. We laugh a lot. We joke. And the most important thing is you get good exercise that's easy on your joints. Now these classes start next Tuesday. Well, actually, by the time you see this video, they will be starting probably then. Tuesday, June the 18th, every Tuesday and Thursday evening from roughly 5 until 6. We may change that a little bit to let people get out of the pool, because the pool actually closes at 5, and so what we may do is start at 5:15, 5:30. But anyway, if you have questions and you would like to be a part of the water aerobics, we'll fit you in. We're probably not supposed to, because we do have a full group, but heck, there's room in that pool. Yeah. And you'll only be in the shallow. You do not have to know how to swim, and that's another important thing. If you're scared of water, it's a good opportunity to get used to it. You can hang on to the side. We provide 2-pound weights, which the city of Carthage purchased for the classes. The classes are $30, and I'm proud to say every dime is going back to the city of Carthage this year. We're going to donate it back.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, so just think about that, $30 times 20. Yeah, okay. Well, we appreciate you buying the weights for us. This is a great class, Billy. You just would not believe the changes in people. We've had people we had a lady that was 26 last year. She had an accident, and she had a lot of trouble with her arm. And she said she had nerve problems, so she couldn't do a lot of the aerobics on a floor, but the water she could do, because it didn't hurt.
It's great. It elevates you a little bit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I want to encourage you, show up on the 18th or the 20th, And if you can, we'd like for you to get started that first week. It goes for 6 weeks, so it goes through, I think, the 3rd week in July, roughly. And if you're not sure, just call the extension office. The number is 735-2900. Sabre, do you know the number for the pool?
We just changed it from, and I'm not sure.
Okay.
No.
Well, just call the extension office or run by the pool and look at it.
That's true.
It's wonderful.
They can call City Hall. We can give them the information too. Normal pool hours are from 10 to 5 every day, $4 admission. We never try to make anything off the pool. It's not what it's there for. The fee and the concessions, all that does is pay for the chemicals and the lifeguards.
Okay.
So it's not
And it's available to anybody in Smith County, not
Yes,
citizens.
yes. No, just it's for everybody.
I want to encourage you, if you have not been out to the pool in the last few years, you really need to see it. I went out there the other day to take the weights to go ahead and drop those off, and I thought, oh, this is looking better every year. I mean, they've got the tables out there, you know, with the umbrellas and all that stuff, and I saw little kids out there, and people were, some folks had gone over to the I guess the picnic shelter, and they were eating lunch, so you can bring your lunch, and
Or you can go down there and buy a cheeseburger.
exactly.
I've done that many times, go down there and have lunch with them. And
So go have lunch at the
it's
pool.
really good.
Billy, you want to go have lunch at the pool
Well,
one day?
sure, I'd like to join you one day.
We'll make a date.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place. And especially since they've cleaned it up and everything.
Oh,
like they
yes.
have. I went down there the other day just to look at it, and it looks great. You
It's
need to
really
go.
nice. We've had,
It is.
the use is not only just children swimming and adults swimming, but we've had the SWAT team go down and do exercises last year. We have some gentlemen that's going in at about 4:30 in the morning, just doing laps. It's just been amazing, the things that have gone on. Pool parties, we have pool parties like you wouldn't believe, and it's a great place for company picnics because you can rent the whole thing.
I was going to ask, you can actually rent the pool
You can rent the
for a
pool.
private party or for a company function.
We have them for, the first year we were getting so many pool parties that we had to actually close on Sunday and have nothing but parties. And it's 2 hours for $125, and that just covers.
That's cheap.
That's cheap, and it's great entertainment. That we have birthday parties. We've had some companies rent it, the whole pavilion and the pool, and they have the whole park.
Okay.
For the company picnics.
Well, I'm so excited about.
We've got a Zumba class starting.
I heard you had a water Zumba, and when does it start?
I'm not sure. She just came down yesterday to inquire about it. So,
Okay.
but I think it's going to start probably within the next week or so.
Okay, so
I'll get you more information on that.
cool off, come on out and be a part of the classes, or just use the pool, or just go for lunch, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
we're just proud and excited about what you are doing. Thank you for letting us be a part of this.
Thank
and thank
you.
you for being here today.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, let's see, Billy, what else have we got on our agenda?
Well, we were going to talk about the Bluegrass Festival a little bit, but these folks that are watching right now will probably already have been to it, and I hope you had a good time. It's It's going on this coming weekend, so just remember next year they're going to have the Bluegrass Festival again. It's an annual event, and we really want to support that because it supports the DeFeaty Creek Fire Department. So if you didn't get to go this weekend and you missed that, we'd like to invite you to go next year, and we'll be talking about that some more as time
And it's
goes on.
held at Defeated Park?
Yeah, it's held at DeFeaty Park. If you went, you saw Sam Stout in Tennessee Central, Bluegrass Solutions, Southbound, Tom Brantley in the Missionary Ridge. Rhythm and Motion is doing some dance numbers, and it's like a $3 admission, and
Well, that's cheap.
you just bring your own chair and sit there and enjoy it. And if you want to bring your guitar, that's a good thing too.
They can strum along.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing about bluegrass festivals, and I hope we see a lot more of them around here. They'll go under a shade tree somewhere and they'll sit down and somebody will join them. And some of the best music in the world you find in places like that.
That is true. I want to tell you a little bit about, and for our listeners as well, I want to tell you about a class I've got starting. Actually, it starts Monday, and it is a Living Well with Chronic Conditions program. This class is open to anyone. In fact, if you're just hearing about it and you would like to register, you're welcome to just show up. It's going to be held at our new senior center, which is located right there on Highway 70 near the old Carthage General. And so it's a wonderful, beautiful building and a beautiful place to have it. But it's open to anyone that either has a chronic condition, Billy, or maybe they live with someone that has a chronic condition. And remember, a chronic condition is a disease that it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't take your life, but it's there and it won't go away. You're not going to get rid of it. For example, arthritis.
Arthritis or a pain condition or something like that?
Yes, heart disease, anything that is chronically wrong with you that's ongoing. We actually, and I say we because the extension agent in Macon County, Lynn Knight, she has been certified. We were both certified to teach this through Sanford University in California. And just about everything we teach, we get certified now, because we want to make sure that the information that we teach is research-based and not something that we just get off the internet, because you can't always believe what's on the internet.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, and a lot of people do. I know a lot of people will call our office and say, did you hear about margarine? Or did you hear about butter? Isn't it better to do this and that,
It's funny you mention that. I attended a little seminar that the Wellness Center put on, which is over in the same complex, just the other day, and Ms. Hart did the class. And she was talking about some of those things, like you go on the internet, and what you have to do is you literally need to go to the nonprofit agency that is dealing with that, because a lot of times people will try to sell you things that really don't help you, like the arthritis conditions and things like that.
Exactly.
And I learned something. I'm going to pass this on. If you have arthritis, she said black cherry juice was a good thing to help deal with that. It helps with the pain and the condition. And I don't know if that goes along with your chronic
Okay,
pain.
well, it could. And
But that was a news to me. I'd never heard of anything like that. I've always heard people take aspirin or this or that, and that was news to me. So these seminars that we have, like the one that you're talking about, and there's a lot of things like that going on in Smith County. You can really help yourself by
taking advantage.
By taking advantage of it.
The one that we're offering next week, it starts Monday, the 17th of June, and it is totally free because of some grant money that we got. So each participant will receive a book. It's a really, really neat, and I can't even think the exact title, but it goes along with the Living Well with Chronic Conditions title. And it's just a wonderful book because it talks about everything from exercise to help aids. I know I've really been hampered by arthritis in my hand, and trying to press anything with my thumb has really been painful. And so it tells you some things that you can do as an alternative. And it also helps you in this class, to use your mind to overcome a lot of the problems. Many people with a chronic condition, and you may know someone like this, have actually gone into depression because they're not able to fully do what they used to do. Mm-hmm. And because of that, they go into deep depression, or maybe they eat to feel better. It's sort of like it's soul food. It makes you feel good, and not all the things that we do help us. And so we talk about in this class, everything from talking to your doctors about your disease, to medications as well as supplements you can take. We talk about the role that exercise plays, which is very important. And we've added a new thing this year that I just got recertified for, and that is the nutrition aspect. Because eating healthy can make all the difference in the world in your chronic condition. This class is totally free. You'll get a CD for relaxation, and it's sort of an imagery thing where you can relax. And we also talk about ways that you can use distraction from pain and some of the issues associated with chronic conditions. It's from 1 to 3, starting next Monday. It's every Monday for 6 weeks. It's from 1 to 3 at the Senior Center over in South Carthage. I encourage you to come. If you haven't registered, that's okay. But just come on over to the Senior Center, and if we need to order more books, we'll get you one. But all of it's free because of a grant. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity. If you have to start the next Monday, that's okay. We do want you to try to be at all of the classes, but that is coming up. It's Living Well with Chronic Conditions, and we hope that a lot of you will show up and take advantage of this great program.
So if they're not able to get there the first Monday, it's okay to show up?
You can show up the second Monday. We really would like for them to get all the material, but we'll really get in depth starting the second week. And so, I mean, it's just so wonderful. And there's so many people out there with chronic conditions. And so that's one of the reasons why I got certified to teach it. And it's just such a great program. We have Hollis Mullinax with us today, and now Hollis has got a chronic condition. And so he's going to come over here and
Happiness, right?
yes, that's exactly right. We're so glad that Hollis is with us today. He is taking the place of Anthony Apple, who is our fair chairman for the Smith County Fair. And Billy, there's a lot of new events that are happening at the fair this year.
Oh yeah, it's really exciting. The fair gets better every year. And this year it's July 29th through August the 3rd.
Yes.
And
Catalogs are ready.
The catalogs are ready, so you can pick one up. All the events that we've got going on, Mr. Hollis, there's a lot of stuff to sign up for and get involved in this fair, I believe.
Hollis, thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about...
Glad to be here.
Well, we're proud you made it up here. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that are going on that are new at the fair this year.
Well, this year we've got well, it's not really new. The tractor pull's back. It's been gone for 2 or 3 years, and we finally talked Brandon Powell into taking over, and he said it's flying good right now. And we've got a new event, a songwriters contest.
Oh, wow.
And it'll be Monday at 7, and it'll be outside at the community bank stage.
Now, they have put that over in the shade
Yeah.
more, haven't they? So if you've been to the fair before and you were right there in the hot sun, they've moved it over by the trees. So you don't have to worry about sweating and all that kind of stuff. It's much cooler. Now, last year they started something that probably a lot of people didn't know about, and that is the kayak races, right,
Right.
Hollis? And I love to kayak. That's one of my favorite new things to do.
The kayaks, they start at the new Gordonsville boat ramp. And, no, I may be wrong about that. They started Betty's Island.
They started Betty's
Yeah.
Island, I believe, yes.
At 12 o'clock, and they're supposedly will be in about 3, but they make it a lot quicker than that.
I tell you what, there's actually like a kayak race, which is a 10-mile kayak race. There is a fee.
paddle in, too.
And a paddle in, which is just a real leisure float, But when I get out there, I just want to paddle and I want to get ahead of everybody.
Well,
I need to do that this year.
You don't get any prettier than the Caney Fort River. That's
I know it.
a
That's
national
the truth.
treasure, actually, and that's what you get to see on this. Kayaking is wonderful. I will never probably be in one because if I were to turn upside down, I would never get back up.
Well, you know what? Now, that's the thing about kayaking, because it's different than it used to be. Now they have like an open boat, and you don't even sit down in it. Some of them you just sit kind of barely in a little seat, and then you're completely open. I hang my legs over.
So us uninitiated canoers could still...
Oh, yeah. It's so much easier than canoeing, and I love it.
You been on one of them?
I have. In fact, I paddled up the Caney Fort because I forgot the keys. And so, but that's another story for another day. So go ahead and finish telling us about the fair.
Okay, we've got another new event this year, the backyard cook-off. Stephanie Walker Dyer's in charge of that. And they start cooking early in the morning, and by the time the fair opens up at 4 o'clock, the one time we get to eating all that stuff,
Ooh, we'll smell it. won't we?
yeah, we get to judge.
What kind of things is she going to be doing in the cook-off?
I reckon they're gonna do. One of the guys, he's gonna cook a blooming onion or two for us to sample.
Ooh, okay.
And they do pork loin, brisket.
Is it a competition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a competition.
So you outdoor cooks, get ready. Do they need to register for that in advance?
I think so, man.
Do you have a number for Stephanie by any chance?
No, I don't.
Okay, you'll need to, what you can do is you can find everything in the...
Yeah, it's in the catalog. I think, well,
Did you have that page on there, Billy?
Well, what I was going to show everybody, the center page has a map of how everything's going to be laid out, and then if you go to the first page here, it shows the daily events, and it tells you what page they're on, and then you can get the information off of that to call the person if you get one of these.
Page 37 in the
37.
fair catalog is where you can look and get the information about the brand new backyard cook-off, and we encourage you to be a part of this new event. What else have we got going?
well, this year we're gonna give away $500 on Monday night.
Wow.
I mean, there'll be a winner Monday night.
Oh.
And every night after that, we give away 200 each night.
Hey, our fair board people, are we eligible? Aw.
So we can't register.
No, they won't let us do that.
Oh, well. Okay, go
But
ahead.
it
Tell us.
carries over, well, on Tuesday night, if there's no winner, go to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we give all of it away.
Well, now, do you give it away as a lump sum, or do you give individual? How do they?
$200
Each when you
each night.
Each
Yeah.
night. Okay.
No, but if it runs over, it could be 1,000 on Saturday night.
It could be, yeah. So it does build.
Yeah,
So they have to be present.
yeah. And can't be a fire board member.
You can't be a fair board member. Okay. All right, tell us some more.
And the fair date is July 29th, August 3rd. The tickets is $4 Monday through Friday, $5 on Saturday.
Is there anything
Kids
else?
5 and under are free.
Oh, well, good. So if you have little ones, you can bring them. You don't have to pay for them. I want to also let everybody know, Hollis, that it is important if you want to enter exhibits. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but in our big ag center, in addition to like the Billy Dean concert that's coming up this year, Billy Dean is going to be there in concert. Dennis Banka set this up with our radio station. He's going to be there on August 1st at 7 p.m. and we're really excited about that. I know especially us women are really excited about that. The FCS, which is Family and Consumer Sciences, we have a big exhibit area that we encourage people to enter items in that. And we have the 4-H division. This is for kids. And we also have the non-4-H youth division, which is in the front part of the Ag Center on the right when you walk in. And we're taking up our entries on that for that on Saturday the 27th, I believe. Yes, from 8 until 12. And we have a new computerized program, don't we, Hollis?
Yeah.
This new computerized program requires you to pre-register. So if you have not registered before to get a set of barcodes, you need to do that. We will be set up on the 27th to register those who have never registered before. If you have registered before, bring your barcode sheet. And don't put them on your items. That's several people had put them on. We had to move them. There's a certain place that they need to go. And so I encourage you to get registered. You can do that at the extension office. The number there is 735-2900. We can actually register you over the phone, and we can have your barcodes there ready for you. Just give us your name. Say, I've already registered. I just need to pick up my barcodes. Also, if you want to enter any of your crops, you know, the crops are really coming in July. And as much rain as we've had, they'll either be really good or they may not be so good at all. But I have a feeling we're going to have some really good crops. You'll have to pre-register for that as well. We need your name and address and all. So I encourage you to pre-register. Now, I've just got to do this because I'm over the Family and Consumer Sciences exhibits. On page 57 in your catalog, you can go to page 57 and it has a list of all the different divisions that we have. Last year, we had almost 900 entries in Family and Consumer Sciences, and it covers everything from photography to fine arts, sewing. Oh, and by the way, we take up entries for everything on Saturday, July 27th, except cooking. We take those up on Monday, July 29th, the day the fair starts. We take those up from 8 until 12. That way people have the full weekend to cook and provide things like pies and cookies and cakes and breads and and cupcakes and all that wonderful stuff. So I encourage you, get a copy of the fair catalog. If you don't have one, we've got them at our office. They're at the banks. They're here at the Chamber of Commerce. Stop by and pick one up. They're free. They get them in the courier too as well.
We've got
And
2,000 extra this year. They made 2,000 extra.
okay, so we want you to come. Please come and support your fair. We're going to be talking about this in more depth coming in July, right, Billy?
Yes, we will.
And so, but this is just something to whet your appetite. We also want you to start thinking about being a part of the fair. You might want to be an exhibitor and enter some of your items, or just bring your family and show up. It's fun. We have a great fair. We won an award, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it right here.
Tell us about the award.
We won Division A Champion Fair in 2011, and we won the Division Premier Fair in 2012.
So we have come a long way in what, 5, 6 years?
6 years.
In 6 years that's all we've had our fair. And so it's amazing. If you haven't been since the first year, we have really tried to change things. We have a great carnival. It's just a lot of fun.
It's very enjoyable.
The fair programs will be out in 26. This ends early here, and the fair will be in the Carthage Cougar, 26.
Okay. The 26th of June?
Yeah.
But if you want one early, stop by
the chamber or
the extension office or some of the banks, and they are available. Anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, I left out the senior thing. I need to get that in.
Tell us about it.
Senior Day this year, I got out and rounded up enough money to pay for the first 100 Smith County seniors over 60 years old. They get a free meal, and the admission's free. It's $1.
That's nice.
They can use that ticket. If they wore out from all I'm gonna put them through, they can come back any other night and use that ticket. But they can't give you one, or
6 more years and I'll qualify.
and
So
he'll be 60 years and over that.
You'll be 39?
no, 60.
Oh,
6
my
more
goodness.
years. And even if I'm retired, I'm going to come back to the fair.
I'm only 39.
Oh, well, heck, then I'm 26. But anyway, I'm just kidding, Billy. Hollis, what is it that you do at the fair?
I do the Senior Day,
And?
horseshoes. The last 2 years, the good pitchers has been in the World Tournament. I think they're gonna be here this year. You want to see some horseshoe pitchers?
And they've built new pits, and,
Yeah.
and that's really a nice setup. It's very professional.
You know who built them?
I'm sorry?
You know who built those horseshoe pits?
I do not.
Crosby and I built them.
Well, you
Well, they
guys
amazing.
deserve kudos because they really look nice.
Took 2 weeks, but we got them.
Yes.
Michael said it'd be hard, been cheaper than hard. So.
Well, we are really excited. And you also do cornhole.
Cornhole on Saturday.
And cornhole is so popular, and it's so much fun, and I just love to watch that. I played the first year, but no more. Rather kayak. Okay, anyway, Hollis, thank you for being here. We're so excited that you shared that with us, and we're going to talk more with Anthony in July, right?
Right, he'll be a guest, and
July the 2nd, I think.
yeah, July the 2nd.
Well, I'm coming back with him, because I've got to tell about all my stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Well, Billy, I tell you what, we have had a full day. You want to tell everybody a little bit about what your plans are for the chamber, what some of the things going on the calendar through the first week in July?
Well, first week in July, we've got adult leadership is happening the 27th, and I don't know if out there if you've ever been involved in adult leadership, but it is a wonderful program that's sponsored by the county and carried on by the chamber. And what you do in adult leadership is you learn about the place that you live in. You actually go to farms in Smith County. You go to businesses in Smith County. You learn about county government. The first trip that they make, they go to Wholemeal, and it's in White.
It's up in Beersheba Springs.
Beersheba Springs, thank you very
And
much.
it's wonderful.
It is wonderful, and everybody talks about sliding down the pole, and I'm not going to tell you any more about that.
They don't let you do it anymore.
Oh, they don't?
I heard they didn't. I did it.
I did.
Did you do it? Hey, high five.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Somebody probably broke a bone.
They did.
Well, anyway, it was a lot of fun. Now you can't do that, but it's there, and it's built like a fortress.
It is.
And
Has a drawbridge.
Has a drawbridge and everything, but they leave it down, so you don't have to worry about getting trapped in. But you go there and they do a class, and you kind of form a group together. And then once this group kind of solidifies itself a little bit and kind of gets an idea of what they are as persons and people together, then they come back here and then they go around the county and they view all these things like the politics and the businesses and some of the farms and just all of the things that are happening in Smith County. And then at the end of the session, they pick a project for them to do. And we've had, I can't remember now how many classes, it's 8, 9, or 10.
What did you all do when you...
We did the walking trail in South Carthage.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah, well, and I can't say enough good things about that. I pass through there a lot, and I see people walking that every day. And what I love about it is, yesterday I passed there and I saw a young lady. She had a carriage and she had 2 little babies in it,
Aww.
and she was walking. And it's a place that's safe. It's a place that is clean. It's a place that they can go and exercise at any time that they want to, and it's just a wonderful thing. That was a result of the leadership group. If you go by the Smith County Courthouse, the flowers and some of the things that have been done out there was a leadership group. Youth leadership is sponsored by this group, and youth leadership grew out of one of the adult leadership classes, and those folks still sponsor that. So it's a good way for you to get involved and learn about Smith County. I learned things that I didn't know.
I did too.
We did a history over in Gordonsville. I've lived in Lancaster all my life, or excuse me, Lancaster. I am a native, I know better, but I've lived in Lancaster all my life, and I learned things that I didn't know about my own hometown. And so that's what adult leadership is good for, and that's they're having their class on the 27th, and the reason I bring it up is that it's a yearly thing, and the sign-up time, can somebody, I don't remember exactly the date, but it's...
I think it's January, maybe, or February, when is the deadline to register for the new classes, or somewhere
I
around there.
believe it's a January, February date, and you can sign up and you can go through this. It's a 12-month program, and they only take 1 day a month, so it's not real hard for anyone to do this. They can, give 1 day a month, and it's very enjoyable. So that's one of the things that's going on in June. Obviously, we talked about the Bluegrass Festival that happened this past weekend.
Right.
And that's a wonderful thing. If we look further down the road, there's an event that we're working on called William Walton Days that's going to happen in September. And I just kind of like to put a plug in for that every time, because I think it's going to be a wonderful thing. What we are doing is we're going to dedicate the gravesite to the Walton family. William Walton was the founder of this area, and he was, there's stories that you'll hear about him blazing the trail and everything. And a lot of us, if you're like me, I'm a native. I'm lucky enough to live on a century farm. And
It's beautiful.
I have roots very deep here, and it's nice to find out about those things and learn your heritage. And William Walton Days, we want to make that into something that helps people learn about where they live. And so we've got those things going on. We've got several chamber meetings and things like the Education Committee is meeting on the 20th. And you may say, well, why do I want to know about that? Well, maybe you want to get involved in something that the chamber is doing. Maybe you want to volunteer for community service to help in the county with some of these things. Because, all our lives, we live our lives, and one of the things that I've learned in the universe is that if you give a little bit back, then you tend to receive too.
That is true.
It's almost a law of the universe. Whether you're a Christian or whether you're anything, that seems to apply. And
The karma thing, if you're not a Christian, I think they call it karma, but
it's called karma, or you reap what you sow.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ said it that way.
Exactly.
But anyway, if you give back to the community, and you want to do that and you want to find a place to do it, come by and see us at the chamber, and we'll help you find something that you can do. There's a lot to do in Smith County. And another thing, too, we're going to start you're going to see QR codes around, and if you don't know what that is, that's those little jumbled up looking boxes. We're going to have them all over the place where you can put your smartphone to it and it'll say, hey, this is happening in Smith County or that's happening in Smith County. Smith County is rolling into the 21st century, but we're going to keep our values and we're going to be just like we've been, hometown folks. That's what we want.
That's exactly right. Well, this has been a great day. I have really enjoyed it. We welcome you into your new position. I'm so glad that you are here with us. And we miss Denise, but we're tickled to have you. And it's been a great day. We've had good guests, haven't we?
Oh, we have. And Denise, if you're watching, boy, you worked hard. There's
Yes,
a lot to
you
do
did.
here, I'll tell you. But
Big shoes to fill, but you got the right feet for them, don't
big
you?
shoes to fill. But now I'm not going to wear high heels. I'm going to wear the,
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, Denise, we really appreciate what you've done, and I am going to try to build on that and take that legacy forward and do more. So, but thank you for helping me and holding my hand through this.
You
Because
did
this was
great.
my first one, and folks, if you can't tell, I'm pretty nervous.
Yeah, right. Thank you all for listening today and for being a part of our program.
God bless.